Hello everybody and welcome back to the Healthy Orange Movie Reviews, the show where we bring you film criticism that is honest, insightful, and not least of all fun. I'm your host Bennett Campbell Ferguson, and today I have my wonderful panel of film enthusiasts, starting with Mo Shawnette.
Hi, my phone's ringing. One second.
This gives me
work ringtone.
This gives me an opportunity to turn off the fan.
There we go.
Which I'm sorry about that.
About how
Noise
dare
and
you
whatnot.
put on a fan to keep us cool?
To keep my hair moving.
Actually, this is like,
Well, maybe
I
think maybe we should all have one.
we're not Beyonce, Ben.
Speak for yourself.
Whatever.
I'm not Beyonce, I'm Lady Gaga. Duh.
I'm Janelle Monáe.
Sorry about that.
No,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
glad
Parole
it was
officer.
work calling me.
All right, I've got my wonderful panel of film enthusiasts.
This is going great.
Mo
Off to a
Shawnette
great start.
I think
Oh,
his
yeah,
one liner
I'm
was
still
that his
here.
phone was ringing.
and Allie Bowles
A little bit Beyonce, not all the way.
and Maxwell Myers.
Friendly reminder, please silence your cell phones before the movie. No talking or texting.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
You're the one to talk! Anyways.
All right, today we are reviewing Disney/Pixar/Pete Docter's Inside Out. And rather than kick it off with some fancy pants weird question,
My pants are definitely not fancy enough for that.
they're nice though. They're
I only
good.
have half pants today.
I just want to
I've got
hear.
zero pants.
I just want to hear what all of you thought of the movie. So let me take it away.
I liked it. I really liked it. I've been, as people who have followed my reviews on the site know, I'm a huge fan of animation, of kids movies, because that's where animation is most of the time. And I love Pixar, like anyone with a heart. So I'm glad that they're sort of back to the top of their game. And I'm not gonna disparage the past few years because I've liked some of their stuff. I liked Brave. I liked Monsters University. But this is them back.
Where did our host go?
Getting an A. This is them back at the top, and I'm glad to see it. And it was funny, and it was heartfelt, and it was a great voice cast and great animation and really imaginative, and I liked it.
Allie, thoughts?
I thought it was great. I was actually really surprised by how much I liked it. And Ben and I were talking as we walked out, and it definitely seemed to me like it was more even for the parents than it was for the kids. I think there's, a lot of kids' movies have those moments and those jokes that it's like, that wasn't for the kids. But a lot even of just the plot line really seemed like it was a movie that you kind of show to the kids, but they don't really kind of get the whole thing until a few years later, or they've seen it a couple times and they're a little bit older. I know there was a lot of it that was like, it jumped out to me. It's like, yeah, that's what growing up is like.
Yeah.
But a lot of the moments of, kind of needing to accept that you can't stay a child forever and you need to let those kind of things go. Definitely, I thought it was very well done, very, I thought it had a really good message that it delivered very well without being overtly this is a movie about this message kind of
This is our
feel.
message.
Yeah.
Feel.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Max?
Well, if you read my review, which is going up soon, you would also know that I liked it a lot. I would not say it's Pixar at the top of its game. I'm a huge fan of Pixar, and mentioned in my review. Them and Quentin Tarantino are the only ones I really seek out actively to watch, and I just go back and I rewatch them several times, and I think they haven't been on the top of their game these last few years, but I think this is definitely a step back in the right direction, and not just one step up. It's several steps up, but it's hard when you were the be-all and end-all animation studios, and the Academy Awards rolled around. Your name was listed, but we all kind of knew who was winning. It was more of a fight to win second place, really. And they fell really hard, but they're coming back, and I'm hopeful that it'll be okay. And this gives me hope. So it's definitely a step back where they should be.
I feel the same way. I'm not going to be the person to break the trend and say it was the worst movie of the year. I'm going to say I loved it. First time I saw it, I was sobbing, and in a very pleasurable way.
Sobbing's okay.
Yes, yeah.
It's okay to cry at Pixar.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a Pixar movie.
I mean,
I cry when I listen to the Up score. I don't have to watch it anymore. I just think, oh my god, I can't do it.
and there's that short film before it, Lava,
Lava.
which I think that just like.
I was thinking this better be a good movie because that was really sad.
Well, so here's my take on that. I thought that movie, or the short film, shamelessly pulled the heartstrings, and it just pissed me off. But
No.
I thought Inside Out, pulled the heartstrings in a very meaningful, genuine, and honest way, and I appreciate that in any movie, animated, live action, Pixar or not. Well, one of the things all the Pixar movies have in common, aside from making us weep like babies, is the visual finesse.
Yeah.
I mean,
I loved it.
they all
Yes.
look beautiful. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm curious, is there something in Inside Out that you all thought stood out, a visual detail or an
visual.
image?
I liked the subtlety with the control pad, with like the control board, because it grows with them. It grows and changes with the people.
Emotions,
So.
Yeah.
The first time we see it is when the girl's a baby, and it's just one button, and they just take turns in pushing it, and then we get to her in the present day as an 11-year-old, and it's the control panel is there. It's got all the buttons and the switches and whatnot, and there's only room for one emotion at a time.
Yeah.
And then we get to look into the parents' heads every so often. And they have all the emotions. They all have a place at the control board.
Command chairs.
It's
Right.
And
It's
I
all
like
spread
that each
out.
one's a little different. Like Dad's is like an actual command center
Yeah.
with lounge chairs. And then there's Mom's, which seems almost like a home office type situation. Like there's like we're business, but we also we gotta relax.
The DEF CON 2 thing. is masterful.
Quick touch on that, because before I forget and we get too far off subject, when they do go into the parent's brain, and later you see them go into all the other people's brain near the end,
Yeah.
just a
I
little
thought
bit.
that was
was
great.
so
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
But if you noticed in the mom's head when they pan into her, I should say the main character Riley, Joy is kind of at the center, at the command center at all times, and everyone has their 2 cents, but it's mostly her. Did you notice that the father's main head guy was his anger emotion?
Yeah.
And Mom's main one running the center was her sadness emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's intriguing.
Here's a weird question for you guys. Which of those 5 emotions do you think sits at the control center the most in your brain?
Oh.
And then there's also the bus driver who has all the emotions, but they're all in the shape
But
of
they're all
anger.
angry.
They're
yeah.
all anger. It's an angry joy. So, who do you think, who do you think sits at the top of your command center most of the time?
Wow.
I know this might get really
Yeah,
personal.
probably Joy. Or I would hope Joy.
I can answer that. This is an emotion that I think actually isn't in there for me. It'd be love, just because that plays into everything, even joy. I mean, because you can't shut love out of anything. I mean, plays into for me getting to do something like this with all of you. I love to do this kind of thing, but also just relationships, everyone around me. That's so it's kind of inescapable. It's like a web.